Here based Disneyland and Me. This is the show where I like to talk to people about past, present, potential future for Disneyland Paris. It's now all about amateur Imagineering videos today, and today we're going full blown amateur Imagineering. Break yourselves, kids! We're gonna really show our age today, because today we're gonna be today's episode is inspired by episode 142 of the Dedicated CLP podcast, where they were talking about what four attractions they'd like to see brought back, or what attractions they want to take from the parks. So we thought we'd hear ourselves. And this proves to be a lot trickier than it first seemed. Absolutely, yeah. Particularly when you have to try and think, oh my god, right, you've now got to go back 30 years of Disneyland Paris and go, right, what could be brought back? Well, a lot of stuff that's gone is mainly gone from Walt Disney Studios parks. Yeah. Anything gone from the main park was just shows or parades. So, yeah, proved to be a lot trickier than it was. Anyway, we've each managed to come up with 3 suggestions, for ourselves. So, let's begin. So, I'm going to go first. So, we just do the old attractions. We do the attractions we would bring back first, and then we'll do from other parks. Okay, afterwards. Okay, right, so we'll go. Right, okay, so my 3 attractions that I would want to bring back are Studio Magique, Studio Tour Behind the Magic, and Motors Action Stunt Show Spectacular. Where are we? Oh, big hitters. They were, and so wonderful. I still can't believe that we've lost Studio Magique and Motors Action. 2 big iconic shows. You're not surprised we've lost Tram Tour? Nah. No, because once the expansion plan was revealed, for me, I kind of felt those days were numbered because of where the route was and how they would need that land to build the expansion. I'm not surprised. Okay. No. Because what really is the Magic Theatre used for anymore? It's just pathetic. I know. It's just balmy how they've got that theatre and they hardly use it. Yeah. Well, when we were back out last year, it was being used as like a meet or greet for Minnie and Donald, dressed in their big band costumes. Time out, yeah. So they didn't bring back Big Bang last year, but they brought Minnie and Donald's big band costumes for a meet and greet. Yep. Barmy. Barmy. Yeah. Anyway. Okay on. Yeah, these 3 were just for me when I going all the way back into my first visit back in 2005, were just such iconic attractions, and for me they were always like must-do attractions. Yeah, it's always very important that when we were there, it's like, oh please tell me was there, we wouldn't have been under refurbishment. Yeah, it's like they were just such 3 iconic attractions you must do, and we always started our day in Walt Disney Studios Park at Motors Action. Well, yeah, that's because of how lengthy it was. Yeah. Originally, it was a full-blown 45-minute show. So it's like, well, you can't really leave it till later in the day, because given how often Studios Park closes quite early, you have to really get in the first showing, otherwise you're not going to do anything else. Exactly. So you don't. So it's a great way to start the day in Studios Park, but also at the same time, it's so that we can then do all the other stuff. Yeah, because we used to crowd a lot in the Studios Park. You were very, very shocked last year when we got done in that park quite a lot quicker than you thought. Yeah, but that's because a lot of the stuff we've done is either gone, desecrated, or we're waiting for Frozen Land. Yeah. When that opens, it's going to be brilliant because you'll be there, because then you'll feel like it's been you work that time you've lost will be back, because you're not going to see this one leave Frozen Land without. You don't hurry, are you? I can't even deny. I can't even deny that. I can't even deny. I can't even deny that. No, I can't even deny that. No, yeah, you're not going to want to drag me out. You know, I can't. Well played. Give me Paul there. Go on. Well played. Well played. well played. Oh, hurry up and get that built. Move along with it. I want to be in the kingdom of Arendelle. Step on it. They are making ground. Not big. Not fast enough. Anyway, back to my three. Back to my three. That's what I bring back. Back to my three. Imagineering was such an amazing show because you really got to see the wonders of the movies and all that magic was brilliant. And literally, it was just so much thrills. You just literally, and when those effects happen, you just could never be prepared for them. Even if, like us, been season pros, you know they're coming. Still, every time it gets you, just so not prepared for them. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Oh, my lovely transfer. What can I say without getting emotional? I do miss it. I really do miss it. And yeah, I can remember back where I know what people have to say about when the expansion was announced. I do remember when it was announced, thinking maybe not. It could go. Maybe there could be some. Maybe they try and redo the route again, like they have done plenty of times in the past. But clearly, it was just one too much. Yeah, it had to. Yeah, it had to go. Unfortunately, but I really do miss that. You learn a lot in that ride. You actually got to learn a lot without it being too educational at the same time. So it was just a lovely ride. I really miss it. Never gonna forget it. Then Motor's action. Now, of course, Mickey and I, towards the early days of the PNB, we did talk about how much of a shock it was that this was going. Yes, and thanks to COVID, it kind of went with a whimper. Yeah, right with a bang, and then sort of went with a whimper. But I think for me, when it became clear Motor's Action was gone, was when they were going to have the Jungle Book Drive floats in there. Yeah. And they painted the stage green. Yeah. So I was like, well, that's definitely gone, because there's no way you're going to get that back. Yeah. Of course, they never did it in the end, because obviously we had to go straight back into lockdown. Yeah, because in 2020 we opened in June, and then we had to go straight back to lockdown October, and then open back till June the following year. Yeah, so it was stupid idea. No, stupid idea. Should have left that stage alone, and then decide what to do. Yeah, it was a stupid idea. Mm-hmm. It was such a high-octane show. I mean, where else are you going to see that in your life? Happened. Exactly. Yeah. That's a one of a kind show. Where else are you going to see stuff like that? You're not. In person, you're not. You're just not. Nah, you really are not. Look, it was just a fantastic show. Really great, amazing show. So many stunts packed in, and just, yeah, really epic. So those were my three that I would want to bring back. Mickey, I think we should go with you next, because you have also said Motor's Action. I have indeed! I have said that. I also went with Roller Coaster with Aerosmith and Le Camelot de Noël. Ah, yes, because YouTube have actually said parades. Yeah, yeah, this is a bit. I didn't think that through. I was doing mine, but then when YouTube suggested, I was like, oh, maybe I should have thought that through. Too late now. Too late now. It's locked in. Now it's too late. It's locked in. We're recording it. It's too late now. But do you want to add more to Motor's Action before you go into the other two? Yeah, I think it was such an epic, one of a kind show. And it always brought the crowds in. It was always a must-do. And I think they were stupid not to at least keep that in some way or form, or maybe try and marbalise it. Marbalise it? Yeah. As in, like when they did with Cars 2, yeah, just put a tiny little segment in to do with marble, and you can get away with it. Yeah, but that Cars 2 section was very corny. It was a bit cringe, but it was just yeah. So you mentioned a parade here, Mickey. I have indeed. The cavalars were always fun things to have back in the early 10s. It was, yeah. It was great because it was like taking what worked with the character train and the parade at the same time. So and was where you could easily run that several times a day without it interfering with the main parade, and then that way you could still feel like something Christmassy done. Unlike what they've done recently with that stupid Christmas parade. Oh yeah. Someone did not want the Christmas parade. No, nah. Because it was too. Go on, tell the boys and girls why they didn't like it. Because it was too bloody short. It was. It was too bloody short. That actually felt more like a cavalcade than an actual parade. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember the last float here, I thought, ooh, it is a bit quick. Check the watch. I realised, oh, it's only been 10 minutes. Oh. And that's got to go around the whole park? Go get nah. Nah. So yeah, so someone didn't like the Christmas parade. Yeah, the cavalars were brilliant because he had a little bit of Christmas pudding, but and that way you could still have your main parade gone. Yeah. So Rock and Roller Coaster. Oh come on, that's another iconic attraction. Yeah. Obviously you can see why it had to go because it's in because obviously that area's gonna be when Marble Land would be, but then and of course obviously with that ride they're reheating it to Iron Man. And everyone hates it because it's shit. It's really underwhelming. The only reason why people go is to see the animatronic. And the projection of Brie Larson. Yeah. Oh, hi, Brie! Take it seriously! Yeah, well, it's that kind of attraction, and I just, obviously the loading sequence, brushing that every time, just gives me the chills, it's brilliant. Right, that's just that kind of attraction, I think. That should be, yeah. There actually is still one left. Yep, there is. Yeah, I think we did cover it on the actual park episode. That we, which we have actually recently recorded. I will just double check it. Yeah. Really? Yeah. What here got caps on? Nice fine. Leave it on. Yeah, there. Yep, Disney Hollywood Studios. So Florida. So Florida still has a rock and roller coaster there, Smith and functioning. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that was just such an iconic attraction. The Environment version is just shit! Yep. Okay! Over to you, 3 slides per hour, and then we'll get on to attractions we want to bring in from other resorts. Over to you. Okay. Well, I've actually dominated mine with parades because I just really struggle with trying to think of attractions. Okay, so I just thought, right, what were some good iconic parades to bring back? Plus, if Disney Dreams had come back, can I just say this now? You come? Before I do my three. If Disney Dreams had come back, wouldn't we have all put it as one of our picks? We would. Yeah, we would. And this might not be as long, be a shorter show. Yeah, it would. Yeah, we'll just focus on that, yeah. But what are your 3 picks? My 3 picks are what I'll bring back. The first is no surprise. I imagine you love that. You love that. This one still refuses to watch Mickey the Magician. He still refuses because he's just missing that Imagineering. It was so unbearable last year because obviously last year when we were back last year, instead of having Mickey's Christmas Big Band, Mickey the Magician was still playing, and this one rubbed the right hump. I can't remember if I did actually still make it go in. You did. Did I? On our first day in the studios, because obviously we had to do oh yes! Yes! So our first day in the studios I did. Yeah, because obviously I always had to be out about to do Cars Road Trip. But the rest of the time I was like, you didn't. Okay. You had the right one. He still refuses to watch it by choice because he misses Imagineering too much. So the only time you can get Cerise Pie Pluto to go and do Mickey Magician is if he is by force. Or if we've already done an attraction that he wants to be on and we've not got time to put you back away beforehand. You still refuse to go in by choice. It's a lovely show apart from the talking Mickey. I'm sorry, that's for me, that's still the only issue I have, the talking Mickey. It just freaks me out. It's a good job we're not American citizens. I mean, I know I kind of act and breathe like an American, and behave like an American, but it's a good job we're not American citizens, because otherwise the Florida and Anaheim parts would be our local ones, and they're all over the place. They are, yeah. Olaf's a recent addition. No! Yeah. Not a talking head, Olaf! Yeah. Oh, that just gets worse and worse! Yeah, Olaf, it's a very, I just saw it the other day. Someone posted it online on social media of Olaf doing a talking head. Oh my god, it gets worse. Yeah. So, okay, back there. Yeah, I loved Amelie. It was such a wonderful, wonderful show. I really missed it. And of course, Kelly's own song! He's gonna sing la 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 la. And he was gonna do na 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 na. Just it's na 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 na. Can I carry on? Yeah, it was a very brilliant show, really lovely, but so iconic, which is why the theatre is named after it, which is in the way it's nice. Nah, not the same. I'm Magic Theatre. Right, so you've also had a few other tips. You've gone with parades. Yes. You're gonna like this next one. My other 2 picks are Disney's Monster Party Parade. Oh, bring that back! Bring that back! And my other pick is number 3. I'm not sure if you've seen it on Parade. Fantalusion. I've watched a video of it. Have I actually seen it in person? I'm not too sure. I don't think I have. I'm not too sure. Nah. I've definitely seen it in person. I'm familiar with it, but I'm not sure if I've actually seen it in person. Yeah, well, we in Paris were very, very fickle with our nighttime parades because we would only bring them out and so every now and then. Not like all year round like the American parks did. Yeah. But I'll go with Podgy first. That was a brilliant parade. All the different floats were just so unique, so amazing. And our costumes were gorgeous. They were really lovely. All the whole thing was just so brilliant. You got some very unique cards like the Billions float. The Billions float! We never have really had since Once Upon a Dream, but we've not really had like a good, decent Billions float. And you remember what the Billions were on that? Could do a couple. I think, I know Scardiff was one of them. Had Ursula, you had Maleficent. There are a couple I can remember from. Yeah, we've not really had like a good, decent Billions float or Disney parade in Paris since that one. Yeah, so iconic. Yeah. And what was amazing, of course, obviously the iconic song that went with it. Yeah. And then what really was how they managed to work the soundtrack to that particular float in it as well. So it was like so brilliant. Yeah, so it wasn't like you just kept hitting the parade song over and over and over and over and over for 25 minutes. Or in the case of Magic on My Parade, the octopus! The octopus in Magic on Parade! Oh, it was so unbearable it was! Oh god, thank god that parade's now gone and dead. Oh god. It wasn't even like for a dance, because it was just because the music stopped, so I had to wait for it to come back again. But no, Once Upon a Dream parade, I think that's got one of my favourite parades from Paris. It really has. So back to Illusion. What made you pick that? Well, I was struggling with attractions, because I think you should have done most of them. And as Mickey Bright pointed out with Paris, any old attractions, they're making it all in Studios Park. Right. And plus, I would quite like to have a nighttime parade back. Really? Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Really? You would happily sacrifice the nighttime spectacular for nighttime parade? Is that what I'm getting at? Yeah. Woo! Really? Well, because the Studios Park has proven now in the last couple of years they can do projection shows as well. I'm just like, well, what's the point? Why have we got two parks doing projection shows when really it should be one or the other? I don't know, like that. I don't know. It was a really interesting parade, and the music was really good. Yeah, but unless the characters, if I remember right, unless the characters were on the float, you couldn't see them. Really? Yeah. I mean, the lighting on all the floats were pretty, but besides the characters, unless they were actually on the float, you couldn't see them. Well, not saying you can't prove it. I mean, obviously it's been how many long years now? It's not bad. I think that idea, though, Teresa, about parades and not has been updated. I think that could be for the opinion village. Really, to entertain this? Well, you can choose not to go if you don't want to. I mean, obviously, Teresa Pepper is technically now a guest host of the opinion village, so you can. But speaking of, it's coming on to nearly 10 years now since the Studios Park last had a parade of some sort. And with the expansion, the progress, would it be a good idea to maybe bring a parade in? It's something to think about, but clearly I'm not having any part of it. Well, fine, you can have that. You can have that off, and Teresa can try and lay the case. Yeah, right, okay. So those are attractions from yesterday year that have been and gone from Paris that we would bring back. Now we're going to talk about attractions that from other parks that we would want to take and put them in Paris. Now we've each said, now this was even more difficult to do, so we've only gone for 2 each. Yeah, so, should we do the same order? Yeah. Okay, right, so me first. Okay, so I have gone with, gosh, I remember mine now. Oh no, we have done 3. Oh we have done 3. Sorry, it's because what? It's because yours has gone to a bit of pace for me, so that's why. No, so we have done 3. We've done 3. We have done 3. Right, okay, so we've done 3. So we have done 3. Right, so my 3 from other parks I would take and put in Paris are Cayenne River Rapids from the Animal Kingdom, Total Crush from Epcot, and Tron Lights Like a Power Run from Shanghai Disneyland. Oh, love the last one. Yes, because I've just seen you've also said it! You two just basically copied each other's homework. Right. Okay. Now, I'm not a big fan of water. I'm not good on water. But, I did recently with Daisy off Frigian. I did watch this. And I thought it's a really, really fun attraction to seeing the ride bike literally bobbing up and down, literally going down the street. I thought, oh my god, that's such a really fun ride. And actually, do what? I might be tempted to do that. It kind of reminds me of, I think it might have something I might have done in some of the theme park, I can't remember where. But it's just such a fun thing. I thought, oh my god, that is. Maybe you did it in Florida. Although years ago, you just haven't remembered. Was it around in 2010? I need to look. Just honestly, I need to look. Oh, I don't. It could be around 2010. Although as I have said to Daisy plenty of times, I have blocked out a lot of Florida, so I don't remember much of Florida. Just the fact I hated it. Didn't want to be there, full stop, and ended up being completely. They did no thanks to my weight issues. Your consciousness. No, you did not. You did not. You just admitted that you're conscious about you on the camera. Whoa, for goodness, Sam. Oh, it opened in 1999. Maybe I have done it. Maybe I have done it because I do remember in my childhood having done a ride similar. But I was watching. I do remember having done a ride similar to Cairo Rapids. So actually, no, maybe I did do it and not really remembered. It's such a fun ride, but I'd love to have that in. I'd love to have that. Total Crush. This is an attraction that I would want to see replace Stitch Live. It's basically American version of Stitch Live, but instead of Stitch with Crush. I'd love to have Crush instead. Yeah, that would be brilliant. And I would love to have that in. And then the Tron Lights Like a Power Run. This last one's possible. It's made its way to American Park, so it could be up. Yeah, could. But when I watched the Imagineering story and they covered that, the design of it, I thought, oh my god, it just looks so amazing. That is an amazing ride. I just thought, it's brilliant. Yeah, that's it. That was still the reason why I went with it. It was one of my picks. Yeah. Because we'll bring yours up. We'll move on to you. Yeah, I just looked at it and thought, oh my god, that is such an amazing ride. And for Shanghai Tablet, that's just amazing. It's, probably feels a little bit annoyed it might have made, but it has made it to American Plus. I think that was such an amazing ride that Shanghai did. It should have been like an exclusive. Yeah. Although the other parts could take that technology and do it with different IPs. Yeah. But I just thought it was amazing. So that's why I had to pick one of my 3. I've also gone with 2 Star Wars themed ones. I've gone with Rise of the Resistance and the Jedi Training Trials of the Temple. Yeah. So Trials of the Temple from Hollywood Studios and Rise of the Galaxy's Edge. Trials of the Temple is actually, because we have the pyramid, okay, it's basically a more bigger scale of the Jedi Training Company that you had in Discoveryland. Ah! Yeah. Oh! So yeah, it's basically the same story. Yeah. But instead of doing it in a cafe, which is what we did, America has its own land, has its own area, show area, and does it there. Yes, because obviously we had ours done in Cafe Hyperion. We did. Yeah. The little stage in Cafe Hyperion, that's where they did it. But I think they actually did the training in the Discoveryland Theatre. Yeah. But then they did the actual show in Cafe Hyperion. It was quite odd whenever that was on, and Cafe was like, oh! What's going on? It's like, oh. Yeah. It's so odd that has a stage. I know. And that's always a busy restaurant. The last thing you need to add is a little stage to make it be more crowded. Yeah. Because when you're in Cafe Hyperion, you can't watch the show properly unless you go into like the auditorium area. But to do that, you've got to go around the outside. Yeah. Right. So, you want to talk about? I think we need to go around a little area. I can do it because I can do it. The Rise Resistance is a brilliant ride. I think it's such a grand scale. I think that would be something brilliant. And something I'd love to see us do. Well, if we had got our Star Wars land, that might have been what we got. But hang on, yeah. Okay, so you've gone very Star Wars heavy there. Well, yeah, not judging, but I'm just saying, yeah. Okay. Now, so look at your pitch. You're the only one of us that's picked a parade from another park. Yeah. Well, I really struggled with the other parks outside because I just wanted to take all 3 cars out of attractions and put them in. But I didn't. You've gone with one. I've gone with one. I have picked Radio Space Racers from Disney California Adventure. Yeah. My other 2, you can say my 2 which then you go and see them. Yeah. But all 3 of mine are from Disney California Adventure. My other 2 are Monsters Inc. Michael Slays the Rescue and Paint the Night Parade. Okay. Interesting picks. All from one land. Makes it a bit easier to talk through. Yeah. Yeah, it's back with the debate. I'm going to do Paint the Night Parade on way so I can don't get echoed. Yeah. I'll do that. Right. Paint the Night Parade. You've watched. I've watched it. It's a really stunning parade. It's so spectacular. It takes the nighttime parade to a whole new level. That would be something amazing to have in Paris. That would be just amazing to have. It's really spectacular. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. I quite like how you said Mike and Sully. Yeah, because the whole ride itself was brilliant. I mean, the show building of all the doors was just so amazing. It was like, wow. I literally had no idea what to expect when we were going into it. Yeah, it was just like, wow. It's like, but literally for the outside, it just had me literally like just, wow. Like, yeah. I think for the ride we could do something different than what I did. It's such a great nice ride, and it'd be like an extra Pixar IP in Paris because we haven't really spread that love around. No, we've had rides based on this is test my Pixar knowledge now. Go. Toy Story, Ratatouille, Cars, by Nemo. Now, 4 Pixar IPs. That's what we've done. But, so yeah, so this bit, I want to have it, and then you can make that Pixar Land a bit more, Pixar Land Oh, it's a mess, our Pixar land. Yeah. It's not really official Pixar land. It's just, here are all these Pixar themed rides all clustered together. Let's pretend it's Pixar land. Don't get me started on that. I'm not going to get me started. I'm going to decide. Well, maybe that could be the Peanut episode. How to fix our Pixar area. I don't know, because you just have to have a bleep machine on standby. Not impressed with how that's been done. Yeah, so it was a nice ride. Plus you could have maybe like a little meet and greet area. And some meet for the characters. That'd be good. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. And of course, your other pick, Ray says, I'm not surprised you got with this. But I keep telling you, the weather we normally get here in Europe would not permit this ride to run all year round. You don't even have to on select times. Well, we'd have to find a way around it. But it was such an amazing attraction. This was our favourite from Anaheim, it really was. It's such a spectacular attraction. It was so amazing to watch, to go on. Mm-hmm. We did get Luigi side in, yes. Yes, did it. We did get that in, yeah. You did get that in. Yeah. It's a very amazing attraction, and just to get all those characters in there, it's just impressive. I really love it, and I want it, you know. Yeah. So, a very interesting range there of different attractions from yesterday, years in past, and currently in other Disney resorts. Some of them I think you could easily do, but I don't know. Interesting. Really interesting. Well done there, guys. Yeah, really interesting. So there we go. So that brings the show to a close. Thank you so much for today. If you loved it, do click the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, remember you click the subscribe button. I'll subscribe to hear something really content nice to Disney and Me, whether it's a Pin Bitch or Virtual Park. We're in the birthdays, content my pursuit is at George Hand until next time. Let's put today's method. I just want to attack. Au revoir.